So I'm here with Darren Wamboldt, our senior user experience developer. When and why did you join RunSignup?
I started at RunSignup in, I think it was 2015, I think. So it was about almost 7 years ago. Before I worked here, I worked at Raceit, which was another registration company. And they were bought out by Active, so they closed the company down. And I was good friends with Eric Cohn, and he referred me to talk to Bob because he said, "Oh, I think RunSignup's looking for some good people," and then it just one thing led to another, and like a week later, I had a job here, and I had heard of RunSignup quite a bit at my other job, and had kind of been watching what you guys were doing and stuff, so I was excited to come on board.
So what are some of the projects that you've worked on in the past 6 months?
In the past 6 months, I've been working on a new image gallery tool. I've been working with Matt Morrison on that, and that's basically it's a really cool tool that we're integrating into the email and the web builder. That's going to let users upload their own images and save them in a kind of a user gallery. As well as having access to like stock images that we already have in our image gallery. So there'll be kind of like a self-curated gallery that people can reuse in both of our tools, and eventually, hopefully, through the whole platform.
That's cool. So they'd be able to, if they wanted to put a logo in there and then use that logo somewhere else, they could just go back to one that they put in their gallery.
Exactly. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. So I've been working on the design for that, and that's currently in process. It's a big project, so but it's getting closer to going to production. Also been working on a lot of updates to the email builder and the web builder. So a couple things of note: the email builder, we've been working on a bunch of new components, like a 3-column layout. Sponsors, and social media component. So I've been involved in all of those. And then the web builder, in the last 6 months, I've done a lot of like UI improvements, which are very like small little improvements. But that's just kind of part of our process of continuous improvement, where we get feedback from customers, and then we just go in and just kind of like tweak little things and fix stuff to make the tool more usable.
Cool.
Yep, that's kind of the big stuff.
And I was going to ask, what are you working on now in the next 6 months? But it kind of seems like that's what you're going to be focused on.
Well, I'm continuing to work on both of those tools. I've kind of pivoted a little bit with the web builder. We're bringing all of the features that are in the cover page into the web builder. So we've already released the ability to have a full width section that you can add, and we're currently developing the ability to add a background image, background colors, and a bunch of new like layout settings for the different sections in the web builder.
So did I hear correctly that the cover page is going to go away eventually?
Eventually. Yes.
Now, is everything from the cover page feature going to be available in the website builder now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's not as scary.
No.
It's like, no, I like the cover page.
No, you'll actually be able to do everything you can do now in the cover page in the web builder, but you'll actually be able to do more stuff with it because there's going to be more flexibility to it. So
that's always good.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait,
trying to make it better.
My favorite feature.
Yeah, I know, it is cool. So the web builder, kind of as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be adding like a bunch of new features to it. So the full width is already out. We're going to be adding the ability to add a background image in any section, either a single or a 2-column. And then we're also going to be adding the ability to put a background color into the single column. You can currently put it in the 2-column, but we're going to add it so you can put it everywhere. And then in addition to that, we're going to be adding new padding options, and the ability to put in like rounded corners on a section and a border around a section. So if you want to have like a 2-column and have like a border around it and have some nice rounded edges or something around your content, you'll be able to do that. And then kind of looking ahead into the future down the road, one of the other things that we're looking to do is, now that we're adding all these settings, new settings, being able to take them and create presets with using those settings. So we'll have something called like component groups. So an example of that would be like, I want to have 2 columns with background images with like some nice marketing text in it. And we can build that as a grouped component and preset all those settings for you and just put in some like dummy content. And you can choose that when you're setting up your section. We'll have a gallery of different groups, and you can pick it and it'll pre-populate everything for you, and then you just drop in your content.
Oh, that's cool.
So that, I think that's really going to be a powerful tool. And then we're going to do something similar when you add a page. We'll have an entire page template, so you'll be able to have a gallery of different like types of pages, like
an FAQ.
A marketing page or an FAQ page or something like that, and it'll all be preset for you, and you just click a button and it'll populate the whole thing for you.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then you just go in and customize it.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. That's going to be really cool.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, a lot of good things coming.
All right. Can you describe what a Monday task is and talk about a Monday task that you've done recently?
Sure. So Monday tasks are just small, like kind of quick minor improvements that we can do to the platform. And they're usually just meant to be like quick wins. And one that I've done recently was doing a quick update to our messaging component in our system. So I just did a quick redesign of how our error and success and info messages look.
I saw that. The new
Yeah.
banner up at the top.
Yeah. So that was like the quick Monday task part of it, like doing that quick update. And now I'm going through and like replacing all the like more embedded messages throughout the whole platform that was using a different component. So it's turned into a bigger project, but
So what is the greatest strength of the engineering team?
I would say the greatest strength of our team is probably that everybody has a very low ego, and we all are here to support each other and work with each other. So like if I don't know how to do something, or if I have a question about something, I feel very comfortable just asking somebody else on the development team, like, hey, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me out? And everybody's always very willing to help. And, Jeff Kiesel, who I work with, I'm always very comfortable asking him questions and stuff like that without feeling like somebody's going to feel like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Or so I think that's a great strength. It makes us feel like a family, and we work together really closely, and I think that's really good.
That's a common answer.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, that's good, though.
Yeah. That is
Now,
good.
if one of the developers come in here and they're just like, it's me, I'm the greatest strength. That wipes out all the other answers. But for the most part, that's what people are saying. So that's good.
Yeah.
And I see that too. So
Yeah, that's great. It's good to hear.
anything else you want to talk about?
Well, one thing that I think that's kind of exciting that we're working on right now is, I'm working on right now is kind of more of like a personal project that benefits the company, is I'm doing a lot of research into new CSS methods that have just come out in the last like year or so. So there's @layer, there's @container, there's subgrids, there's CSS variables, there's all these new things that have come out. And I'm trying to kind of, get a head start on kind of learning how to use them, and then doing some research into how can we integrate them into our components and into our code base to make our UI work better and solve some common issues that we've had in the platform.
So what is, if someone watching didn't know that, or if somebody who's interviewing didn't know what that was, what is CSS?
CSS is like the code that renders the front end to the user. So it works with the HTML markup to make things look the way they do on a web page.
Okay.
So basically these new tools that are being given to us are just new ways for us to do different layouts, and to make things more flexible, more responsive for mobile devices, and just help things look and work better.
I thought it was related to style in some way. I just wasn't sure on the specifics.
Yeah. No, I know I've talked about it so much. Sometimes it's hard to say it in layman's terms, but yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us and
You're welcome.
talking.
No problem.
Great job.
Thanks.